What's up?
All right, bam. We are here, Ebony Sports Reporters, Jamal Toure and Coach Julius Hall. Some of the other coaches will be joining us, but we are right here, Ebony Sports Report. We say to all of you out there, thank you. We say share, share, share. And our big brother, Tony Mitchell, a fan of the Denver Broncos, says that he don't want to come and be a guest on the show because he enjoys looking at the show, watching us. And what he also went and said, and to our brother Grover Thornton, glad to have you here, brother. He also said that some of our topics are things that he's already been thinking about. So it's like we reading his mind. So again, and we love the support from him because he gave me a call today and that he want to let us know about that. Ebony Sports Reports in the house. And so as we do always, what we do, Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner is still being detained now for 273 days in Russia. What they have indicated, they said that now they're sending her to a penal colony, and they indicate that, hey, you are starved by the very food that they give you. The food that they give you, you are starved by the food that they give you. And so, again, we put it out there. And, again, we understand that we need to be fair in the United States right now. Or, excuse me, not in the United States. We need to be fair regarding the NBA and WNBA because that's why you have women leaving the United States playing overseas. They make more money overseas than what they make in this country right here. But we say we are a nation that applauds equality. But we ain't seeing it right now. Coach Julius Hall, how are things with you today in this wonderful place we call home and the holidays happening?
Well, I am good. I am good, and the holidays are about to kick in. Thanksgiving is 7 days away. I'll be at the game in New Orleans, hopefully. Concerning the Brittany Griner incident, the only thing I can say about it, I have sympathy for her, but I keep saying we go to these other countries. You don't go to Afghanistan, you don't go to Iran, you don't go to Iraq, and you don't go to China and Russia. Stay away from those 5 countries. You ought to be okay. You want to play basketball? Go to Italy. Go someplace where, they're still playing and you can play ball somewhere. But don't go to those 5 countries. That's a warning to everybody. And you might be innocent. You might be totally innocent. And they set you up. So if you're totally innocent and they set you up, then that's going to be your problem over there. That's going to be your problem. If you're totally innocent and they set you up, then that's your problem. But if you're not in one of those countries, then you the chances of you getting caught up is very, very low. But in Brittany Griner's case, she was guilty. Now that's like we have somebody come over here, do a hit and run, and then they go to jail over here, and we put them in jail in the country over there saying let them out. Now, her crime is very, very, very little. It's very, very small. It's a very small crime. You're talking about some reefer oil. A lot of people don't know what reefer is. You're talking about some reefer oil. So my thing is, we got to respect those people's laws. We know what their laws are. We know that what kind of country it is. So don't go over there. Is my thing. Don't carry your ass over there. That's all I can say.
Well, she was a champion. She played for a championship team in Russia, but we got you on that. And for those of you who do not know what reefer is marijuana. Some might go.
She played on the championship team. Evidently, didn't mean nothing.
So this is what occurs. And so Coach Bernard Brown said, that's what got to happen. They have to travel overseas. But we now move on to this with regards to a tragedy that happened, and the tragedy happened this week here in Virginia. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to that? Because you have 3 UVA players who are not injured, 2 others that were hospitalized.
Well, my thing
Affiliated
is this.
with the university, 2 others with the university.
My thing is this. From what I understand, I'm not sure, but from what I understand, this was an act of from bullying. The father said that these kids were being bullied. So if they're being that his son was being bullied, and that's why he did that. You have to know when to stop bullying somebody because you never know what they're going to do or what they're going through. So you have to be able to back off. You got to know the limits of it. You know, we did all that back in the day when we were young. You know, we did all that back in the day when we were young. But you still have to say, you know, hey, this guy might snap, and which happened. He snapped. You know, he snapped around that side, and so you got to be able to say, you know, when is enough, or when is when you have to be able to see whether a person has the propensity to act out. And this kid evidently had the propensity to act out. He got a gun and he went and shot and killed 3 of them, and he shot up some people. So, you know, and even the ones that were trying to stop him got shot. You know, so I don't know, man. It's just it's tragic, and we really got to find out how do we address this. What Coach Al waiting on? I wonder. You gotta wait. Come on, sit down. He late. You know. But he late. He ain't gonna go sit down over there. He in the studio now. You know, Jamal, we got new lighting and everything. We can see.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm gonna have to come over there. I'm gonna have to leave out the lab and then come over there.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we got it going on.
So, Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regards to, glad to have you, Coach Al, but then what's your thoughts with regards to the UVA situation that happened this week with regards to 3 players being shot and 2 others being injured?
I really think I read up on this story. You know, I've been looking at the news, and I think this is a really a sad and tragic situation. You know, I really don't know what was in this kid's mind. You know, what was the motive? I guess we got to get down to, you know, do the investigation and get down to that. But sad and tragic situation. Yes,
absolutely. Now, his father discussed that a month ago that he was well. And see, now this is the part of the thing that I tell people. His father said that he was well, but was paranoid. If you are paranoid, you are not well. And so just putting it out there to the general public, if you got somebody that's paranoid, you cannot go and say that they are well if they are paranoid, they're exhibiting that. And so also someone reported that he had a weapon on the campus. And then in addition, he had another incident with regards to a weapon also that was not reported. So at least there were signs that were there that, again, that people not really addressing. But then also we move on to also a sad day for us in Georgia. Dublin, Georgia's own UFC star, Anthony Rumble Johnson. He passed away, and he was suffering from pretty much 2 illnesses. And so, again, we want to throw prayers out to his family, put it out there. And he is from Middle Georgia, so we got to acknowledge him, one of the early UFC stars, Anthony Rumble Johnson. Any thoughts that you all want to share and say about that? And just to Coach Robert Bryant, this is my hair. This is my fro. It's natural. It's the politics of black hair. I was talking about today. I had talked the politics of black hair. So don't try to come at me. Don't be like the other people. Don't be like the colonizers. And to Tiffany 1501, yeah, the WNBA, some of them have, but not. The outcry has not been as large because we made more of an outcry regarding, George Floyd, and they led the charge on that. But now with regards to Brittany, it's not been the same. So, again, you, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Al Pompey, with regards to Anthony Johnson, again, because he was one of the stars for the UFC. And I think he sustained 2 illnesses, both of them tied to forms of cancer.
Rest in peace, Rumble. Rest in peace, bro.
I would say rest in peace also. And this is one of the things that let me know that the athletes that we have, there's no reason for us going to kill and shoot and fight against each other. We got great athletes dying from different diseases, different illnesses. You know, there's no need for us to kill each other. You know, we already got conditions that are going to take us out anyway, or that's taking us out, you know, at an early age or at a, you know, pivotal time in life. You know, so those illnesses that, you know, like you said, the guy said his dad said he was, you know, paranoid. I mean, that's a sign, a symptom of a mental illness. You know, he's not okay. And when we got, you know, athletes like Rumble, you know, dying from cancer, leukemia, or whatever, it's sad. It's a tragic situation.
Why did that funeral music come on? I just heard some funeral music.
That's not funeral music. That's background music. It feels the
Coach Al talking. That thing, you know, bam. They bring on the funeral music. Oh, okay, it's the background. All right, we move on to this right here. Coach Al Pompey, the beast of the East, the beast of the NFC East. Who's the beast?
Well, I don't know who y'all consider the beast is, but in all recollection, Tampa Bay Buccaneers is my beast.
Oh, Jesus.
There's nothing about his beast.
My beast. That's the beast.
Who is the beast?
But I tell you, Philadelphia Eagles, Minnesota, all those guys looking good. I mean, I was actually a little disappointed about the Eagles, but they're looking good. I think they're NFC. Talking about NFC, we're talking about Philadelphia, San Fran, Minnesota.
All right, so we looking at the NFC East right now. Though we focus, Coach Julius Hall. Who's the beast of the East? Your thoughts on that?
Well, it ain't the Falcons.
They're NFC South.
Oh! You said NFC East.
Right, the East, yes, the East.
But it has to be Philadelphia still. It has to be.
All right.
We can't beat no other team but Philadelphia right now. They should have won the game the other night. 2 turnovers that shouldn't have happened, but that's football. Like I told you, just an interception away, a missed tackle, or a missed block away from being in the dog pound.
And so we now move on to something else you wanted to talk about. Coach Julius Hall, prevent defense. What's up with prevent defense? Defenses, Coach Julius Hall.
When a team, the coaches that go into a prevent defense should be fired. Every coach that goes into a prevent defense, you lose 90% of the time when you go into a prevent defense when a team is only 1 score behind you, where they can take the lead. You usually lose, especially if you got a good quarterback like a Tom Brady, and you have been shutting Tom Brady down the whole game. And now you're going into a prevent defense at the end of the game when you've been shutting him down with the regular defense. A prevent defense does one thing: prevent you from winning. That's what it does. It prevents you from winning, the team with the lead. Because when your coach puts you in a prevent defense, look at Tom Brady the other day. He picked them apart all the way to the end of the field. Then they go in the end zone. Think about it. Prevent defense. Why? You've been shutting this team down. They got 12 points. You got 17. A touchdown wins it from. You've been shutting them down for 4 quarters almost. And now you go into a prevent defense to lose the game. Stay in the regular defense you've been in all day. Tell the guys, hey, I need 100% out you for these last 4 downs. Or these last 10 downs, 8 downs, well. I need 100% out you. Go all the way. You know, you've been shutting them down the whole game. Why would you go into a defense that don't work? It's proven that prevent defenses do not work. Unless you have 2 touchdowns with a minute. And then some of them still find a way to lose. You let me shut the team down the whole game, leave them shut down. Stay in the defense you in. Just tell the guys, I need you to focus. I need you 100%. That's what it just befuddles my mind. I seen 2 or 3 overtime games the other day where they went into prevent defenses and lost. Buffalo, his team, real team, that's his real team, did with 2 bad fumbles and an interception. Shouldn't have lost that game. You know, it's just pathetic out there. The coaches, you get these people who think they know how to coach, don't have an idea. We are way better coaches than these guys. Way better. Way better.
I tell you, a prevent defense, it's not really there to prevent you from winning. What it's there for is to prevent you from losing. But on a certain level, put it like this: a prevent defense is for a little league, a high school, maybe middle school football, where the team won't get up and can kick a 50-yard field goal or 30-yard field goal to win. That's what it's for. It's not for the NFL. We got guys kicking 60-yard field goals now. So a prevent defense, if you down, like Jules say, if you down, play the same defense you've been playing. You've been stopping them the whole game.
Yeah.
So if you go into a prevent defense in the NFL, as a matter of fact, NFL need to throw that defense out. And any coach that go with it should be fired.
That's right. My thoughts.
I mean, that's just what it is.
Okay. They put it out there to you, America. We say share. Ebony Sports Reporters. And again, glad to have all you, Grover Thornton, Tiffany, Tony. We're glad to have all you, Robert. Glad to have all you. And so now we move on to why all the criticism regarding Dak? Why all the criticism regarding Dak? That he gets a lot of criticism. So Coach Coach Al Pompey, why the criticism of Dak?
Because Dak is another Matt Ryan. He's another Tony Romo. They got the stats and they're pretty decent quarterbacks. But they're not going to take you to the big show. He's just not. He's just not going to take you to the big show. And that's why the criticism is about Dak. He's a great quarterback. Tony Romo was a great quarterback. Matt Ryan was a great quarterback. But they're not going to take you to the promised land. That's the bottom line.
All right. Okay. Coach Julius Hall, a lot of criticism. Some say not warranted being thrown at Dak. So go ahead, Coach Julius Hall.
Listen, one thing you have to notice is very rare when they pay these quarterbacks these big sums of money, Coach Al. They usually go, whoop. You got 1 or 2 that probably don't, like Brady. And
you the same guy that say when they do a commercial, they go out. I mean,
think about it. Check them out. I see a team I ain't gonna say no lie. I see a team, a cat on doing the commercial. Aaron Rodgers doing all these commercials. Where he went? Straight to the gutter. Dak started doing all these commercials. When Dak started doing commercials, where he went? Straight to the gutter. Think about it. All you gotta do is look at it. Mahomes. He done started doing these commercials. Where he going? His game is
straight to the gutter.
Yeah. So you got to look at what works. Tell you you're already getting paid $25 million a year. What you got to go make a commercial for? You ain't got to go make no commercial. That getting criticism that is well deserved. Because he playing like some garbage. They should have left his ass on the bench and brought him in when the other boy get hurt. Dak should have stayed on the bench. And all you Cowboy fans that don't think so what? You lost. You're garbage. You're going straight to the gutter.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall is solely the opinion of Coach Julius Hall, not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. And Dak, you are right with us. It's not just all in your hands. But we now move on to this and move on to, and this will be a good segment, a good segue for Coach Julius Hall. Pretenders and contenders in the NFL or in college football. Pretenders, who are your pretenders? It could be a pretender. And who are your contenders? It could be a contender in either NFL or in college football. Your choice.
Contender. The contender is the Philadelphia Eagles. They are all that. They just messed up once or twice the other day. The pretenders, if you ask me, is the Minnesota Vikings. I think they playing off of hype right now. They're not playing off of no they're playing off of hype and emotion. That's what that is. They winning every game they play. They're winning by 2 or 3 points, and they got to come back in the end to win it. No, they can't keep doing that. It's not sustainable. In college football, TCU is the pretender because they're not going to be able to beat none of those contenders. They can't beat none. They can't beat Tennessee. They can't beat Georgia. They can't beat Alabama. They can't beat Ohio State. So, I put them. They can't beat Michigan. So they might. Savannah State might give them hell. So they're the contenders and the pretenders right there.
All right, Coach Al Pompey.
I'm gonna give you my contenders first. I got a couple of them, and for my own personal reasons. Washington. Don't sleep on Washington. Don't sleep on Washington. Seattle. Don't sleep on Seattle. Hey, they have bumps in the road, but those guys been looking pretty good. And I'm gonna go with Minnesota also as a contender. I like Minnesota. I like what they're doing. I like what they got going on out there. Baltimore. The Patriots. And the Giants. Those are my contenders. Now, when we're talking about pretenders, obviously you gotta go with the Falcons.
Oh,
I tell you, I gotta go with the Falcons. They pretenders.
Okay.
The Texans.
Okay.
Packers definitely pretenders. I don't even think the Packers gonna make it to the Super Bowl. If they don't win tonight, I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs. They don't win tonight. I think their playoff chances are pretty much done. Broncos doing nothing. Straight pretenders. Contenders. And now you have contenders.
All right. And big brother Tony Mitchell, you heard what he said. He said the Broncos, to let you know, Rated Nation ain't said nothing about it. Rated Nation ain't said nothing, but yes, okay.
The Broncos
so now we want
contenders.
I gotta let you
yeah, I'm talking to Tony. I'm talking to our partner Tony. They pretenders. It ain't gonna be no better even if he moved back there.
And so it is time for us to now have a commercial, and we'll now go to take a commercial break and come back to Ebony Sports Reporters, because again, that's what Coach Julius Hall will want us to do. Make sure we are obeying to the time for our commercial on our Black Media Network. Again, Ebony Sports Reporters, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Al Pompey, Jamal Teray. We are back, Ebony Sports Reporters. And we are now, oh, where's Coach Bernard Brown? He's not here. Oh, he's getting lemon pepper wings. Oops.
He's swiping his card. Him and Coach Rob DeLoach.
He throwing his money as well.
So
Rob
now,
put it together.
yes, knowing now, yes. Because it's time for Florida to be in the mix. But then we want to know this. Who's rooting for Duke? Who's rooting for Duke this year? Coach Julius Hall, who's rooting for Duke or who you rooting for?
I'm a Georgia Tech guy in basketball. I like those teams because, this is where we are. I'm a Savannah State, Georgia Southern guy when you go down a little bit. I'm not rooting for Duke. I've always disliked Duke. So I'd rather have, because I like a Kentucky, I like a Indiana, I like a Michigan State is who I'm really rooting for. Michigan State is my team this year. I like them. I saw them play Gonzaga and they shouldn't have lost that game. And they beat they beat them like it wasn't Kentucky, was it? They played somebody the other night and beat a good team. Might have been Kentucky.
It's Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like them. I like them. So Michigan State, my team this year. That's what I'm rooting for. I'm not rooting for Duke. Rooting for Duke to lose probably.
And be down with that, because especially how they did Tommy Amica, but again, and that was with Coach K and Coach Al Pompey. You rooting for Duke? Who you rooting for?
Well, everybody know who my team is. That's not hard to figure out. I'm a Florida Gators fan when it comes to basketball, but I am rooting for Duke. I'm rooting for Duke. Reason why Duke has a proven team. I mean, this team has been proven throughout the years. I mean, the Duke team is like an Alabama. You don't have to like them, but you gotta love them. They're like a Dallas. You don't have to like them, but you gotta love them. Duke got, quite a few big names came out of Duke. Can't question that. As far as I've known, Duke always had a clean record. I mean, there's never been any controversy, anything going on with Duke. Also, Coach K. I love Coach K. He built a awesome program there, and I gotta go with Duke. I'm rooting for him.
All right. That's Coach Al Pompey. He's rooting for Duke. So now, who has the best backcourt? Or what's the best backcourt duo in the NBA? The best backcourt duo in the NBA, Coach Al Pompey.
Hands down. Golden State. Hands down.
First answer he got right since he got on this show.
Hands down. Golden State. You got Steph. You got Stephon Curry. You got Klay Thompson.
And Poole.
Hey, best duo. Say the best duo.
You got to give each one of them a third or something. These boys is bad.
Hands down.
All right, Coach Al Pompey. Say it's the Warriors. Say that they have the best backcourt duo. And so, Coach Julius Hall, who has the best backcourt duo in the NBA?
It's Golden State, hands down. And y'all will see after a while when the season really kick in and football season is open. They got them last 5 months to play from last 4 months from February all the way to July. Y'all gonna see a whole beast come loose in the West out there. But the West Coast back coasts are just, I don't know. They're all back coasts are just awesome. For some reason you don't see too many good back coasts on the East Coast.
Okay, and so now the Atlanta Hawks, DeJounte Murray, and also Trae Young. What's your thoughts with regards to that? Because again, Clint Capella, all the people are not saying the Hawks are on the rise. Coach Julius Hall, how are the Hawks rising in your opinion?
The Hawks beat Milwaukee twice in 3 days.
Yeah,
beat Milwaukee twice. Beat them, sell them away to play somewhere else. They came back and Hawks beat them with their old coach. I'm saying, what the hell? The Hawks beat Milwaukee convincingly. Hawks, I like Trey Young. Trey is a bad boy. That boy can just straight out ball. Ain't nobody in the league like John Morant. That boy is the next LeBron. The next
Coach Julius
Mike.
Hall. Coach, we're going to be talking about that in a second, Coach Julius Hall. We're talking about the Hawks right now.
My bad.
We had sent it to you. So, but I'm just saying.
I got it.
Yeah. So, Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts on the Hawks?
The Hawks still have a little bit of growing to do. They got a pretty young team. They balling. They definitely balling. But I say I'd give the Hawks about another 2 years, and they'll be taking out everybody else in the NBA.
Okay.
Well, if they do, then we'll be going to the Hawks game.
We can go to the Hawks game now.
Okay. We hear that? All us going to the Hawks game. You too.
All right, Rock, I'm coming to the Hawks game.
What, you froze now?
Ebony Sports Reporters should be doing a segment at the Savannah Hurricanes game, and 2 weeks from now, what will happen? We were going to have on Lindsey Streeter, the owner of Savannah Hurricanes. He'll be on 2 weeks. He won't be on not next week, but the week after, 30 after, he'll be on and talking about some exciting things that he's doing with youth in the city with regards to the youth organization. And so now we go, who is the most exciting NBA player? Ja Morant did something the other night with regards to that dunk. Coach Al Pompey, who in your opinion is the most exciting NBA player?
I tell you, man, I love to see Steph Curry play, man. That guy amazes me. I mean, some of the shots that he make, the consistency he has with it, his game is awesome. We got the LeBron James, we got those guys, but we got the Kyries, the KDs, but Steph Curry, man, that guy's amazing. And not only is he amazing, he has an awesome personality. He has awesome personality. You look at him, he's always got a smile on his face, or always had that serious, straight look, like he's about the game. He's never seemed distracted. So to me, he's the best overall player in the game, in the NBA.
Okay. Coach Julius Hall, who in your opinion is the most exciting player in the NBA?
I just told y'all a minute ago. Y'all gonna be seeing Ja Morant everywhere. This boy is, man. He's better than he's better than what? This is second, third year. What it is? He's better than LeBron was in his first years. He's better than Michael Jordan was in his first years. He's better than Steph was in his first years. This boy is awesome. I've heard all about him, and then I had a chance to watch him at the end of last season. I said, God, this guy's kind of special. And then I started watching him this season. I said, oh man, this is a talent that rarely comes. He is the Kobe's and the LeBrons and the Michaels and the Stephs. Now Steph the baddest boy in the NBA right now. Steph shooting threes like this here, ain't even looking. Come down, turn his head and shoot the three. The other night, y'all saw that? Turned his head, shot the three, went back down the other side because he knew it was going in. That's a bad boy. But Ja Morant.
Okay. All right. You have heard the word from Coach Al Pompey, Coach Julius Hall. So, Coach Julius Hall, we now come on and we roll on to, there's something in my throat. Coach Mike McDaniels of the Miami Dolphins. His first win, he gave all employees a team ball. What do you think about that? Coach Mike McDaniel, what he did, his first victory, he gave all the employees a team ball.
Well, yeah, that wasn't none. He purchased some footballs. What's special is when you give that one game ball to the player. But when you come in and you win your first game, it's okay to have something sentimental. But it's a morale booster that he's telling them that they're a team. So everybody get a game ball because y'all help win this as a team. And every week that y'all win, we're going to give everybody a team ball. There are no I's in team. So, this is what he's actually saying, I believe. Let's keep playing team ball and let's make it happen.
All right, Coach Al Pompey.
I tell you, winning feels good. So he that win made him feel good. But don't give me a team ball. Give me a raise. Put a couple extra dollars in my pocket. You get a team ball to the player. I'm just a staff. Give me a check. Sign me an extra check. I'll be all right. You keep the team ball. Give me the check, or give me the money to go buy my own team ball so I can put it in my pocket and do something else I want to do with it. It feels good. When it feels good, it make you want to do something, for everybody. But, give me a check.
All right. We got it. We got it. So now we go to Coach Bernard Brown's homeboy, Odell Beckham. Beckham is not saying Nike because he's saying that he want to be as wealthy as Michael and Kobe, but then guess what? He's being held back. That's what Nike's done. Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regard to Odell suing Nike?
Well, first of all, Odell Beckham and his lawyer should have actually read the contract, because according to Nike, the contract clearly stated that he wasn't going to make all that money that he thought he was. So they should have been reading the contract, and I don't think he's gonna win.
All right, Coach Julius Hall, what are your thoughts? You said what?
That's what I say. Give the man his money. You exploit all these kids every day. Every day, Nike got more money than they can throw away. They can actually just start burning money to heat the houses. If they can give Michael Jordan and all the rest of them that kind of money, they just do it. Give everybody their money. It's just, I guess they got to stop at some point because they can't give all of them $200 million. But when you got special players, and Odell is a special player, a little crazy sometimes, but he's a special player. He's a clown sometimes, but that's what they have to do. They have to be clowns and put, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. So give them their money.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely the opinion of Coach Julius Hall regarding you, Odell.
Every time about me.
No reason. No reason. Odell, we down with you. Odell.
I'm down with Odell. He said he was a clown. Not me. I'm down with Odell. Odell can catch that ball. Not catch it. Now the clown is Anthony Brown. What that boy name? Antonio Brown. That's the clown. Antonio Brown. It rhymed with his name.
And so now we're still staying with football. Again, folks want to say it was not about a flag. It was not about national anthem. It was not about veterans. It was about injustice, inequality. So a documentary will soon be coming out. Jamel Hill has put it out there. She's one of the people working on the documentary, former reporter with ESPN. And so she indicates that a lot of people are going to be embarrassed and feeling kind of funny when the documentary come out, because they're going to put it on out there. Those who were down and those who were not down. Coach Julius Hall, what you think about this documentary coming out about Colin Kaepernick documentary that will soon be coming?
They should have came and talked to me. Seriously, because I got something to say all the time. And when you got a cause, it's just like I ain't gonna go to politics right now. I was gonna go and cross the line. I'm not going there. Anyway,
right. This is a sports show,
right? But everything is political. They should have came and talked to me because I do have something to say on these issues.
Okay.
You know, Colin is a story of standing up, and we got to get people, more athletes, to show these people that if you stand for something, we all win. But when you lay down, like a few of your friends do, then we lose. A few of your friends. Go ahead, Adam.
Colin Kaepernick should have stood up for his check. That's what he should have stood up for. I mean, all his friends still getting paid playing football. He kneeled down, and now he'll get a check. I totally get it. It's all political. But we ain't gonna go there. I mean, there's another way that he could have, voiced his opinion, especially when someone is telling you what you need to do, to stay in good standings. I mean, it said that people are gonna be embarrassed, when his documentary come out. I think he should be embarrassed. That's just what I think.
He said that he wasn't concerned about the money. He said he wanted to stand up for what he thought was a social matter. So we now move on to this with regards to HBCU reload and related. That's what we're going to be dealing with. Dion said that HBCUs need to be considered for a bowl game for these bowls that are going on also. That it should not just be exclusive to, say, Big Sky Conference, Big South Conference, American Football Conference. That, again, that their conferences should be, from the MEAC to the SWAC, should be considered also with regards to the bowl games. Why do you think that's not manifested and happening like that, Coach Al Pompey?
I think it's a great idea. I've been saying this since day one, since I started with watching football. If you 10-0, you should be in the bowl, or you should be in the championship series. I don't care if you're a Hawaii. I don't care if you're a Jackson State. You 10-0. Hey, football, any given Saturday, you don't know what's going to happen. Jackson State might be able to go up against Alabama. They may be able to go against Tennessee. They 10-0, they beat everybody else. Give them that opportunity. You never know. I think some of these schools are actually not necessarily scared, but afraid of being embarrassed by lower talent.
And Coach Julius Hall, some of this involves conferences or people coming out of the football championship series, not going to the football bowl series. So what do you think? What's your thoughts with regard to what Dion is saying?
Listen, Dion, we love you, bro. We there with you. But I feel what he's saying. He got a great team this year. But he had a good team last year also, and he went and played a mediocre South Carolina State team that beat him. Now, what needs to happen is they need to have a play-in. Just like the college basketball has in the field of 64. Ain't the field of 64 no more now. For a few years, it has not been the field of 64, it's been the field of 66. Because they got 2 extra teams in it. And it's called a play-in game. Okay, so they need to have the same thing for college football. Those teams that have excelled, like Savannah State did a couple of years ago, last year, and then like Jackson State is doing, then let them play those teams that are 6-6 on a high level and see whether they can play into to a bowl game, a bigger bowl game. And they got a whole month before they play the bowl games, almost. So let them do that. That's called a play-in. Let them win and they in.
I tell you what, Coach Brian, I'm gonna host a bowl called the Port Wentworth Bowl. Bring your team on up here. We'll find somebody for you to play. I mean, if we have to go beat up on Savannah State, we'll find somebody for you to play. I'm hosting the bowl. Coach Brian, see you when you get here.
All right.
No, let him come down and play Georgia Southern. Let him go play Georgia State.
Man, they'll beat the
Let him go
brakes
play
off
somebody
Georgia.
like that. No, son. He ain't coming to Georgia Southern. They ain't doing that. Prime, bring your team down to Georgia Southern. That's what we need to stop playing. Stop playing them swag teams or whatever that is out there. Play Georgia Southern. Play the Georgia States. You know, play those teams that are a little, cut above, and see what you do then.
I don't think.
Yeah, cause he playing. They're playing in the SWAC, and so now we go to this right here, Talladega Tornadoes in Alabama. What happens? They and I have last week. They had the conference awards scheduled in Montgomery, but what then occurs is that one of the Talladega young ladies, she get, which basically was an airdrop, a racist image that is sent to her via airdrop. So they then huddle up, they get together, and they decide to leave. The university, the college supports them with regards to that. And so what's your thoughts on that, Coach Al Pompey? Talladega College in Alabama, they now face with discrimination, face with racism.
Now, I like what they did in that situation. How we talked about earlier, coming together and making a stand, for one thing that's right, all together at the same time. That was awesome. That was awesome. I'm glad they did what they did, but as an individual, we can't do much by ourselves. But if we come together and show our stance together, it looks great. It looks great. But, as an individual, people calling you out, people talking about you, but together, no one said anything.
I'm going to say this right here, that we got issues that are happening all around, and sometimes voices got to come up. And what we have done, that you have situations that arise, and Ebony Sports Reporters is here to help put it out there. And Coach Julius Hall, this has been a platform for you that you helped to create. And what's your thoughts with regards to that, with your vision with regards to what you want to even see? Because again, sports is supposed to be about equalizing, but then sometimes sports do not.
And and it just comes back to they wonder why we complain. We complain because the playing field is not level. We complain because there's still a whole lot of hidden racism out there. We understand it, but if you're going to be racist, you need to be careful. You need to be careful with how you display it. There is are we canceling these people? Is the world canceling them? And that's the thing. You can cancel Kyrie Irving. You can cancel the Ye guy, whatever his name is, Kanye, whoever. I don't even want to call his name. He should have been canceled, dumbass. But you can cancel those people, but when it's something against our community, nothing gets done. Nobody cancels anybody. There's no outrage. There's no sense of urgency, but because we're looked upon as being the least amongst us. So this is why we bring the programs that we bring on. We got people even in our own city hating on us with all that we're doing. They hate on us. What they think they're doing, who they think they are, but we don't care. We gonna keep doing what we're doing. But the thing is, at the end of the day, in their eyes, you are still what Django said you was. So we have to be able to recognize that, and we have to be able to support each other. If we don't support each other, it's like King wasn't supported by everybody. There's a lot of people that hated King, blacks, that thought he was just interfering with the progress that was being made. We sit here right now because of people like King. We sit here right now because of that Talladega University team. You know, because they have courage. And what we have is courage because of the shows that we put on this platform. It's called courage. We have the courage to put our stuff out there, to be ridiculed, to be subjected to all kind of foul thoughts from people, and to be talked about every day, everywhere, you know, because they're jealous. A lot of it is just jealousy. And but we have to keep doing what we're doing. We have to endure and keep bringing it until we get good. We're not great at what we do yet. And you can look at all our shows to see that. But we're going to keep doing it until we get better every time. We're getting better. Everything about this whole platform is getting better because we got people like that team in Talladega that stood up. They're not perfect, but they're showing us that you have to stand up at some point. And that's what this is all about. We have to stand up. We got to be united. That's the only way we're going to get anything done.
I mean, united is the magic word. I mean, we can do great things together. But at the end of the day, most of the time, we're our own worst enemy. We come together, we can do great things. You know, we hold a lot of information from each other. You know, and if people got something to say about what we're doing, I mean, maybe they should come up and voice their opinion. You know, I mean, I referee basketball. You know, people in the crowd know everything about the game, but they won't put on a striped shirt to come down there and referee the game. You know? So, hey, we can do a lot of things together, but at the end of the day, we're our own worst enemy.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right. Okay. And so now, Coach Julius Hall, the Florida Classic. Fam is getting ready. Fam wants to host a playoff game, but then they also getting ready for the Florida Classic. Who do you have for the Florida Classic, Coach Julius Hall?
Who always wins? Huh? That's Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman. Right?
Yes, sir.
When's the last time Bethune-Cookman won it? Huh? That's like me going against Tom Brady. It's not. Playing Georgia Southern. You know, so I got to go with FAMU. It's their game. It's all hype. They be playing on hype and emotion and some talent on that day. So I got to go with FAMU. But don't cook when they ain't been good in a while.
Okay, Coach Al Pompey. Who you got? Coach Al Pompey? Who you got, Coach Al Pompey from Florida? Who you got?
We got to go with Florida A&M. I mean, the record right now is 51-24, 51-24-1. Like Coach Julius say, who always win it. You know, it's been a long time since Bethune-Cookman won it, but it's really a fun game. Oh, it's a fun game. I've been going to the Florida Classic for years. It's a real fun game.
Oh, yes.
That's where Bernard at now.
Chilling. Though he was told he should not be in the Panhandle of Florida ever again, but he's chilling. And so then now there's a program that's not necessarily HBCU, but they're playing HBCU conference, and that's Chowan University out of North Carolina. And they've developed a strong program. What's your thoughts with regards to that, Coach Al Pompey, Chowan University?
Where is that even on our list? We didn't get that one because I'm looking for that one, and I don't see it nowhere on the list. You see it?
Footballscoop.com news: HBCU football Chowan University program turnaround NCAA.
Oh, you got it hidden in there. You got it hidden in there, man. Okay.
It's all under.
Okay.
To the audience, it was right there. They're thinking about other things. They're so focused on other things.
We're
Lemon
looking
pepper
at
wings.
bold.
Lemon pepper wings.
We're looking at the bold, right?
Look at the stuff
The
that
headlines, not that little caption in there. We knew you were gonna throw that one in there. Cowan University. You ain't never heard of them. Where they at?
He said North Carolina.
In North Carolina, but we must. To the people of Chowan University, we are down with y'all. We're down with y'all. We believe you. SIAC, we understand. We appreciate y'all.
SIAC.
Yes, Wait, no, CIAA. I apologize. CIAA.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But,
see, we did know that.
But they are playing HBCUs. That's why they're in conference of HBCUs. So, but we'll move on. We'll move on to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith now saying the knee has been put on Kanye. I mean, on Kyrie, that the knee. So now even Stephen A. Smith is now saying he needs to speak out and say they got the foot on Kanye's neck. They got the knee on his neck. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that? Kyrie.
On Kyrie's neck. They got
on Kyrie's neck.
See, it goes back to what we just said. They shouldn't have nothing on his neck. All the boy did was share a link. He didn't have an opinion on it or anything, and then you want to suspend him because he's supposed the NBA ain't Jewish. The NBA is not Jewish, you know. So why should they be worrying about what this boy shared a link to go watch a movie? He had no opinion on it, but now you want to ask him his opinion. You know, everybody's watching it. Yeah, I mean, they make millions and millions of dollars, and he's very controversial to them, not to us, to them. He's very controversial, and he stands up for what he believes. And you already know he's Muslim, so why would you even question him? You know, the two religions don't get along. So what, you want him to love the Jews? He don't. You know, he don't. So you can't fault him for that. Yeah, man, they're getting to be too much for me. Did y'all watch Dave Chappelle's monologue the other night?
Yes, sir.
You didn't see it? You need to go back and watch it. Dave Chappelle's monologue on Saturday Night Live. You need to go and watch it. It's real. Dave Chappelle's bad boy. Dave Chappelle's bad boy. He is. But you got to have people that stand up, seriously. And the NBA, yeah, they got their foot on the neck. Stephen A. Smith, it's about time you understand, and you must be woke up and looked in the mirror and found out who you was. The opinions of Julius Hall is the opinions of Julius Hall. And Jamal Torre stands with you. They love you, Stephen A. I did it for you. You ain't got to do it now. But anyway,
I tell you, man, Kyrie, what you got to understand right now is Kyrie, he's the most hated player in the NBA right now. Just right now. Until the next major story breaks. And believe me, here in a short period of time, it's going to be a next story. So right now, the man apologized for even just sharing the link, which he didn't have to. But until the next story breaks, which may happen in the next hour, two maybe, he's just the most hated player in the game right now. That's it.
All right. So putting it out there. So again, Stephen A. Smith, who before saying apologize. Now he's saying, bam, even when he goes to apologize, they're going to still put their foot on his neck. Kyrie Irving. And to everyone else, Muslims and Jews do get along. He's looking at Israel. So I just want to let y'all know that. Understand. Don't come up thinking that these people are going to try to attack Caucasian Jews, but I just want to let y'all know that. But again, the opinion Coach Julius Hall, merely opinion Coach Julius Hall. Yeah, not opinions of Ebony Sports Reporters. And so now we go to some UFC fighting. Pereira and Adesanya, who some people saying was great specimen, a great fighter, that he lost. And that has been shocking the world. That the reverberations has been felt around the entire world. What's your thoughts, Coach Al Pompey, regarding Pereira now winning the title? And again, Adesanya, he basically is now going around and doing further training.
Hey, that man said it was the kick. He said it was the kick, but he said he was fine afterwards. I mean, and you know, he's not saddened by the loss. You know, he's ready to go back and train and get back in the ring. You know, if he says there's going to be a rematch, of course. I'm not surprised. Hey, it's just like any other sport. Any given day.
Yes.
Any given day, may the best man win. So, hey, he's not saddened by it. I'm not saddened by it, but I'm ready to see the next fight.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
You thought I was frozen. UFC fighting. He said it was the calf kicks. Was it illegal? Was the kicks illegal? Dude, no matter where he kick you at, if he got you and he made you lose, get your calves up. Get your calves up. If it was the calf kicks, he kicked you in the calf and your calf's weak, then the next man know where to beat you at too. Don't come in with that old bull talking about it was something. Don't give no excuse you lost. It's really probably for another rematch so you can get more money. Man, I'd rather watch paint dry golf than watch UFC fight.
No, it's a good match, man.
Wow. Well, to everyone who's a fan of UFC, the opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely opinions of Coach Julius Hall. And so now we're still sticking with UFC. Stem cell and penile growth. Would you go through that? Would you go through that process and then taking something, bam, stem cells and infusing it into you so you can have larger penis? Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that?
The opinions of DeMonto Ray and the subject that he brought up is not necessarily the opinions of API of our black media. Where's Bernard and Rob when you need them? That is something that they need to be. That would be on the market pretty soon. The women might not like it.
It's already there.
It's already on the. Oh, it's already on.
See that old shot?
Okay, old shot, P shot. Oh man, they already got it. Where is that in Savannah?
Yeah,
they already got it here in Savannah. You can go get something to enlarge anything. So I don't know.
It's not necessarily a enlargement. What it does is supposed to stimulate ED. It's supposed to help you rejuvenate. For the women, it's supposed to help it rejuvenate. Come back. Right. And actually, it's brand new. I actually ran into a young lady who worked for the doctor who does it. And right now, those particular shots, they call them the O shot and the P shot. Those shots cost anywhere from $1,800 to $2,500.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's a Elon Vital health medical spa that does it. Located out where the old mall, the old outlet mall. Yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
So it's actually becoming a normal thing.
Say, why y'all mad at Kanye? Who mad at Kanye?
Yeah, we're not mad at Ye. Timothy put that earlier, so yeah, we're not mad with Ye. Coach Julius Hall might be mad with him, but we're not mad. Ebony Sports Reporters, we're not mad.
Coach Julius Hall mad.
We need your support. We need your support.
Yeah, Coach Julius Hall mad at all sellouts. All sellouts, Kanye included. Huh?
I just said,
Al has a public service announcement also that he likes to put through.
And now I'm about to say we have to go to a commercial, but go to your public service announcement. Do we go to a commercial?
Real quick, I met up with a young man today. His name was Coach AD. We're going to eventually invite him to the show, but he has a son. His son is John Dre Kinsey. He's number 51 for New Hampstead High School. We want to kind of get this guy out there. He's a defensive end. He's one of New Hampstead's impact defensive players. He's averaging 6 tackles a game and 1 sack a game. So if you know who he is, or if you don't know who he is, go check him out. We're going to put him out there. We're going to promote this guy. We're going to get his dad on the show here pretty soon, and maybe we'll get him on the show.
Well, if he's that good, then we probably need to be at 1727. Huh? Is he over there at the gym, Jamal? Your lips moving. You're not froze. The man trying to be frozen with his lip moving. What the hell kind of move that was? Did y'all see that? He tried to play like he was frozen and still chewing. Sound like DeAndre. What his name is again?
His name John Dre Kinsey.
John Dre Kinsey. You need to go out and see Coach Sam Potter and go see Coach Rob DeLoach. They're doing great things for athletes with that kind of talent. Get you to the next level. And you know, you need to go out there and get him out there. You need to tell his dad where to take him at too. Yeah. That'll be
watching the show.
They would need to set up an appointment.
Yeah, they need to set up an appointment.
We'll get you set up.
All right.
They need to contact Coach Sam Carter because, in fact, the new class is about to start. They've already, in fact, y'all know at 27-17, there's actually a waiting list. And so the new ones start end of this month right here, beginning of next month. So, but yeah, so, you know, I ain't gonna say no more because Coach Julius Hall. I was frozen. It's just that the top part was frozen. The bottom part, that's why that was not.
We'll be right back after this commercial, people.
We are back. We say support our Black media, support what we're advertising, support, and make your donations also to Coach Julius Hall for our Black media. And we are back right now. So what happens? There is a high school athlete. She wears a hijab and she was disqualified from participating. But now she's going to run the New York Marathon. Coach Al, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, so many times, you know, when that happened to kids, they actually, you know, climb up in the shell. But I'm glad that she stuck with what she loved to do and she got back out there. And now probably those same people that told her that she couldn't run, you know, are looking crazy. But I'm glad that she stuck with it. It had to be someone behind her pushing her. And maybe that's what we need to do with our young athletes. You know, we need to treat them, you know, like people. You know, help them get to the next level. You know, not put them down. Yeah. So I'm glad she didn't go up in the restroom and cry and decided not to run because of that incident. So, I mean, now look at it.
Look at what I'm doing now. That's right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on this?
Oh, we're not canceling the New York. We're not canceling them. We're not canceling them for that. I mean, that's racist. You can cancel Carrie. You can cancel Kanye. You can cancel everybody that do anything against you. But this girl, for her wearing that headgear, now you're gonna you want to disqualify her. Yeah, so that's not racist. So we shouldn't boycott that. We shouldn't cancel them. Really? See, it's a double standard here in this country. Some people are elevated to a higher standard where you cannot say nothing about them or talk about them, and we are. You got a couple of you got the Muslim community and you have the African American community that you can say anything you want to say about them and it's all right. You desensitize for saying anything about them, but say anything about the Jewish community or the gay community, and then you're chastised, you're canceled. It's not fair. And it's only a few people out there that be following that mess up. What we got to do is like Jay Chappelle. They tried to cancel Dave. You know, we got to support these people and say, man, we don't hear that y'all talking about. But anyway.
And that is real. That is real, absolutely real. And so we now move on to Derek Carr. Derek Carr is coach of the Raiders, and Derek Carr got emotionally upset this weekend. What's your thoughts and what do you think going through his mind with regard to what they've been experiencing recently, the Raiders?
You say he's a what?
Coach Julius Hall.
You say he's what for the Raiders?
He's a leader.
Oh, I thought you said he was a coach. No, he's a quarterback.
So he's a leader.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Quarterback.
And I guess he got a little emotional. You got to get emotional after you keep losing those little close games the way he's losing them. The team got to step up and support him. He's a pretty good quarterback. Got a great arm. You can tell on the field he's a bad boy, but you know you got to have all those things clicking at the same time to win these games. And the Raiders have just been losing. You know, hey, I'd rather watch pickleball than watch Raiders right now. And I don't even know how the hell pickleball plays. They got this junk on TV. They making something for these people. Pickleball. Who the hell want to play some pickleball?
Bernard Brown.
Man, Derek Carr is an outstanding quarterback. I really
See,
like
what?
He's an outstanding quarterback. Derek Carr, I mean, he's a great quarterback to me, but I mean, he don't have anything. I mean, they got one of the best running backs in the NFL, if not the best. But they can't put it together. And I mean, if I was him, if I lost to the Colts, I'd probably start crying too. I mean, the Colts is garbage, so that lets me know that we're in the dumpster. So I probably would get a little emotional too. But hey, it's football. I mean, you pick yourself up. Let's get ready for the next game.
You know,
everybody can always be great.
Especially, he should have started crying. Did Matt Ryan play in that game?
Yeah.
Then he should cry. If let Matt Ryan be, he should be crying.
Okay. And so now we move on to Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff recently interviewed. She discussed with regards to the importance of images, and she went to Wakanda because she went and saw the Black Panther movie. So Coco Gauff, what's your thoughts with regards to that? Coach Julius Hall.
Well, Coco Gauff also woke up and looked in the mirror also, and she understands that who she is. You know, we have to have more African-American athletes, African-American business people, African-American entertainers, understanding their responsibility. and the platform that they're on to use it. We have a responsibility for the platform that we're on,
Right.
to say the right things and do the right things that are non-detrimental to our community. And that's what we try to do here every day. And we think that all athletes and all celebrities, if you're a peg above, reach down and bring somebody up, or at least give them the same thing Coco Golf gave. You got to be able to talk. We need representation. It's about us. And until we start understanding that it's about us, everybody else makes it about them. So why can't we make it about us? What other race don't make it about them? We're not being racist. They think that we accent too much when we do complain, or when we do say, "Hey, level this playing field. Let's make it even here. Give us something here, because this is yours and you've been taking it all for 400 years. Now give us something." And they want to say we cry too much and we complain too much. Well, say what you want to say. We gonna keep knocking until you open the door.
Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regards to all that?
I have a saying that I say all the time. You probably heard me say it. I always say, "I'm with you when you're right."
Right.
And I turn around and I say, "I'm with you when you're wrong too. But when we get together, I'll let you know that you were wrong." So, and what I mean by that is, as long as we standing together and we doing the right thing or the wrong thing, I'm with you all the way. I'm with you all the way. Now, when you're wrong, I'm gonna let you know that you're wrong, but not in front of everybody else. We're gonna take that off to the side. But as long as we show a force that we're standing together, right or wrong, there wouldn't be a problem.
Right. You're correct.
There wouldn't be a problem. But like you said, we don't come together. We want to call each other out. Before anything even hits the floor, we calling each other out. Instead of standing together, and when we get behind closed doors, we talk about what was right and what was wrong. But if we can't show a force in front of everybody else, that's when they're weak, or they're crying, or they fighting among each other. They don't have to kill us, they're killing each other. This, that, and it goes on. But we want change, but we're not willing to change. So, hey, we got to show that force, man. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're wrong too. But I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong in front of everybody else. I'm gonna stand with you.
And I'm gonna tell you got 5 minutes.
I was about to say that. I know, because 9:30. I'm about to throw it on out there. So we jump on this. Savannah State, men's basketball had won their first game, and they are defending champs for the SIAC. Savannah State. We say congratulations on them. Coach Al Pompey, anything you want to throw out to them at Savannah State with regards to the men's basketball team and their victory?
I'm going to say congratulations to them. And I'm actually going to try to get out to quite a few of Savannah State games, those basketball games this year. I've been slacking. Ever since I've been here in Savannah, I would always, check some of the basketball games, some of the volleyball games. But I, been slacking. Right now I'm coaching, attending another basketball. So some of my time is being taken away, but I'm gonna try to get out a couple of those games and support.
Coach Al Pompey is saying that his time is being taken up by our president, Julius Hall. But leave that alone. Coach Julius Hall, what do you want to share with folks in Savannah State?
He played Little League basketball. He said nothing about his time being taken up over here. Anyway,
I'm coaching 10 and under basketball.
Right. So I'll congratulate them when they're 10-0, not 1-0. Now we got the engineer.
He's a hater for real.
Savannah State senior over here that's running the show over here. And she looking at us crazy. She from 15.
And she should. That's right. And she should. That's right. That's right. So we had to throw it on out there. We had to put it on out there. So what is the best Wait, let's go. I'll do this right here since we have only a couple of minutes. We're going to Allen Houston, former New York Knicks, and he is now doing some great things also. So Coach Julius Hall, Allen Houston, and the work that he's doing now that he's retired from the NBA and now doing some other things with regards to clothing.
Well, he in the TV, so we need to get in touch with him. Maybe he can put us on his network also. He's doing a whole lot of things. I saw him the other day. He was at a Michigan State game. Oh, that's my team, isn't it? He was at a Michigan State game.
He got 12 teams.
So I applaud him. Allen was one of the better shooters in the league, back in the day. He could shoot that ball. He could shoot that rock like I did when I was in the NBA.
All right. Yes, indeed. So, Coach Al Pompey, Allen Houston, what's your thoughts on that?
Hey, let us see, people doing great things for us, man. Like you said, he was an excellent player back in the day, so I'm sure he would be very successful at the things that he's doing now. Like you said, maybe he can get us out, put us out a little further than we're already going out, and do some great things.
All right. And so we can't fit this in. USC, University of South Carolina. What's your expectations for them? They had a little incident with Michigan, but then what's your expectations Maryland? What's your expectation with regards to them this year right here, University of South Carolina, with Coach Don Staley, Coach Julius Hall?
I think that they're going to be a winner. As long as they got Don there, they're going to be a winner anyway.
All right.
That's just the team to beat.
And Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts regarding South Carolina? I know it's not University of Florida. It's not University of Florida Lady Gators, but again.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you acknowledged that because I didn't think you knew who my team was, but I appreciate it. But I think South Carolina will do great things this year. Like you said, as long as that coach is there, he's taking, putting those players where they need to be and take care of that team, they're gonna be all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna address your 1501 before we go, if I may. She made a statement that Kanye a sellout, but Kyrie is a hero. Yeah. Yeah. Kanye, evidently y'all just like the music, young people. Y'all just like the music. You got to look at what they're saying when they get through singing the song. He said that you don't matter. So you like somebody to say that you don't matter? You like somebody that said that slavery was not an option? That you like somebody that said that your life don't matter, but somebody else's life matter? This guy's a sellout all the way. Y'all got to stop listening to this idiot's music and really just get into what his political views. His music, disregard it. Stop listening to what he say out his mouth. That stupid mouth.
So, this has been Ebony Sports Reporters. And if 1501 wants to say anything about that the reaction that was given by Coach Julius Hall, you go ahead and put it on out there.
She can come and say it right now if she wants to. Come on right over here and say it if you got something to say. Oh, okay. Nah.
But this has been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Julius Hall, Coach Al Pompey. Have a great holiday, everyone. Be safe. Again, we understand some of you, we know that for some of us, we're not acknowledging what the Pilgrims did to Native Americans, but for some of you, it's family gathering, family time. So again, it's for us to cleave to one another. And glad to have you all, and we'll let them throw it on out there. Their thoughts, their wishes for you all for Thanksgiving. Coach Al Pompey, Coach Julius Hall, you want to share with the people before we sign off.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. Hey.
I'm going out of town. I'll see y'all when I get back.
He's going to Miami. He's going to join Coach Rob and Coach Bernard Brown at the clubs.
That's
living
right.
at the Wings.
He gonna throw his money. He gonna go to Houston, throw his money on the floor.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Good
night.
Peace.
Like this.